Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss the chapter tissue for class 9th. The introduction of the chapter we have done, and today we will start from plant tissues. In this chapter we will discuss about the plant tissues as well as animal tissues. So in case of plant tissues, these plant tissues are of two types: meristematic tissues and permanent tissues. Again, these meristematic tissues are further divided into three parts. The first one is apical meristem, second is intercalary, and third is lateral meristem. In case of the permanent tissues, these permanent tissues are of two types: this simple permanent and complex permanent. Again, the simple permanent tissues can be further divided into three parts: parenchyma, collenchyma, and sclerenchyma. In case of complex permanent tissues, they can be subdivided into xylem and phloem. So we will start from the meristematic tissues. The word meristos, it is a Greek word meristos, which means divided. So meristematic tissues are those that have potential to divide and form new cells. Means the meristematic tissues, they have power, potential means power to divide, जिनमें divide होने की power होती है, cell division होगा, and they form new cells. After cell division they form different types of cells. They are also called, the tissues are also called meristem, and the cells which are present in that meristem are called meristematic cells. Meristem is the meristematic tissue, and meristematic cells are those cells which combine to form the meristem. What are the characteristics of meristematic tissues? The first characteristic is cells are small, spherical, or polygonal in outline. The second one is they have thin and elastic cell wall. Thin cell wall is present, and elastic means that can change its shape easily. Third point is the intercellular spaces. Intercellular spaces are absent, or the cells are compactly arranged. Fourth point is the nucleus is large. There is a large nucleus and dense cytoplasm. The nucleus is very large, and the cytoplasm is dense, as well as around from the vacuole side, the vacuoles are absent, or we can say the vacuoles are very small in size if they are present. Next point is they grow and divide repeatedly. Because they are meristematic tissues, the meristematic cells are there, so these meristematic cells can grow and they divide easily, repeatedly, to form different means many cells from one cell. Now what are the functions? The functions are, the first function is the main function that helps in development of other tissues. Means because these are the meristematic and they divide repeatedly, so they help in the development of other tissues also. Second, they help in the growth of the plant. They help in the production of new leaves, stem, etc. On the basis of their location, these meristematic cells tissues are of three types: apical, intercalary, and lateral. So the first one is the apical. We can remember it with the help of this diagram. Suppose this is the part of growth from where the stem grows or the root grows. So this part that is present at the tip, it is called the apex, and from the word apex it comes apical. So apical meristem, it occurs at the growing tips of stems and roots. It produces growth in the length of root and stem. Means it helps to grow the roots as well as stems. Because it is present at the apex, so it divide repeatedly and they form different number of cells at a particular region. Second one is the intercalary. Intercalary occurs at the base of the internodes. Internode is the point from where the branch can arise, from where the leaf can arise. So this intercalary occurs at the internodes or below the nodes. ठीक है. So this is the node, sorry, this point is the node from where the branch can arise, and the distance between two internodes is called the node. So it is present at the base of the internode, or we can say below the node. Second one is upward bending is due to the activity of intercalary meristem. When the wind blows, so we are able to see that the leaves, or we can say the stem of the plant, it will bend, but after some time it will again in the upright position. That is because of the intercalary meristem. And the next part is the third part, that is the lateral meristem. Lateral meristem occurs on the sides both in the stem and root. It increases the girth of root and stem. Girth means कि stem और root की मोटाई increase करता है. You can see in the diagram that this is the lateral which is present at the sides of. Suppose if we draw the stem of the plant just like this, so this lateral meristem is present in the form of this circle. So when these cells will divide, then they increase the girth of the stem. Girth means मोटाई, ये मोटाई को increase करता है. So this is all about the first part, that is the meristematic tissues. In the next video we will discuss about the permanent tissues.